director for Britney Spears. Before this, I worked at several social media marketing agencies and have worked on all sorts of clients, Nestle, Sears, Comcast, Dell, and BCMTV. So all across, in little tiny startups and bands and all that kind of stuff too. So everything across the board. And what I think the two pieces of advice I'd really like to give to businesses are, first, that I think that you guys are being pressured really hard to get into social media. And I think it's awesome that you're embracing it, but I also think that you don't have to do everything. I think that people are saying you have to be on this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And if you don't have a presence on Twitter and YouTube, and they give you this checklist and say that you have to be on it to be effective, and that's not true. You have to be just create a presence that's realistic for your company in terms of management, in terms of your branding, in terms of just what makes sense for you. That like some sites, YouTube is never going to make sense, and you shouldn't force it and try to make videos. Or Twitter is never going to make sense for you because your executive don't allow it, or you have a very tight corporate culture, and it's just not going to happen. And that's okay. So figure out what you can do within the realistic limitations of your company, and then use social media as a tool set to kind of rock out those tools, but you don't have to do every little part of it. And then the second piece of advice is to, when you try to pick those different social networks, go deeper than just the big five that you always hear about. Look into social networks that really fit for your business. And the niche social networks and niche video sites are unbelievable. So if you're a business that does something super practical, look up how-to video sites. There are at least 10 that only have videos that are instructions on how to do something, which is also just really great if you're trying to fix something around your house or get out of stain or anything. It's wonderful. But think of how, if you have a product, how cool that is. Like, show how to use your product, show how it can help people's lives, and that doesn't have anything to do with, like, trying to make a funny viral video. And I think companies often make that mistake. They try to force themselves into the internet culture and don't find the right part of the internet that makes sense for them. There's also all sorts of little social networks, firefighters and baristas and dogs and everything. So be creative and then get right into your target audience, because if these people who are on the social network all have dogs, well, they're way more likely to buy the pet product you're selling. So kind of go deep and be highly targeted.
So we've talked a lot. Lauren has been very busy today, and she got here just in time to be on the panel. We talked a lot about listening tools and listening today, and I think that point that you're making about another important step is really understanding where your customers are playing in social media before you get involved, doing the research to understand where your customers are playing on social media. And if they're not on Twitter, you're